Puts it up. And nothing but hair on that one.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Henry kicks to Thomas. A 3-ball. Offensive rebound. So it's Philadelphia now. Harris passes to Singler. Pekovic with the screen for Singler. Blake for 3, and that one's good. Blake's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Philadelphia.
And that was Pekovic with the nice screen. And I tell you what, as big as he is, he can really put a screen on him.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And Philadelphia has possession. Isaiah Thomas unable to get his last shot to go. And it's sent back by Drummond. Offside Thomas. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
Here's Singler. Isaiah Thomas making his last shot. Here's Lee. Will not go. This is off the front iron. On the wing, Thompson. Thomas gets a wide open look. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 7 points for Isaiah Thomas.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here. So Detroit ends up going with a new group. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Chris Kamen's checked in for Nikola Pekovic. Mazili comes in for Lee. Matt Barnes is checked in for Kyle Singler. And Shabazz Muhammad subbed in for Steve Blake. Now here's Muhammad. Kaman sets a screen for Harris. Another shot. And Kaman finishes inside.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
Here's Lowry. Chris Kaman making his last shot. Outside jumper. Muhammad with the steal. It's stolen by Lowry and stolen by Harris. And here we go. Muhammad heading to the hoop. Finished off the break. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Philadelphia.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. He feeds it to Kaman. Harris dishes to Muhammad, pushing their lead to double digits. Muhammad's got his second basket.
You couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding. That's a terrific move to the basket. The defense played that one well, but it didn't make any difference.
The 11-footer, and that one comes up a bit short. Thomas. The shot is off.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kane's team.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
This is almost like a volleyball game when you watch just how many shots they blocked or altered.
Well, how about this? A lot of side out for them the way they swatted shots away. That's a volleyball term, by the way, folks.
Yeah, or handball.
Like or handball.
Yeah, either one of the two. They're knocking a lot away.
Yeah.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, Kyle Singler is out there with David Lee. And it's Steve Blake. And it's Young. And it's Kaman in at center. Got a piece of it. Blake with the steal. And now running it up the court. Blake pushing it all the way. No good from Lee. Detroit trails by 9.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
Now here's Drummond. Good defensive work there by Young. And here is Blake. And Pekovic kicks to Singler. Here's Lee. The shot misses. Good D by Thomas. And it's Detroit's ball. 9-point game. Thompson inside the line. Singler with the rebound. So it's Philadelphia now. Pass to Blake. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. He dishes it to Young. Singler right side. The three-pointer off the mark.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
From the low block, and it's Thompson that time on the assist by Henry. Thompson's got the first basket of the second quarter for Detroit. Blake passes to Young. Here's Blake. He has 6. Pekovic attacking. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3. Detroit trails by 9. Here's Drummond. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Blake dishes to Lee. Pass to Singler. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Lee. The feed to Pekovic. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Tries again. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. A different look here for Detroit. Sean Williams checks in for Mbah a Moute. DeRozan comes in for Xavier Henry. And Harris subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. Wilcox is checked in for Philadelphia. John Jenkins comes in for Young. Now a timeout called by Detroit. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And Jenkins kicks to Pekovic. Pekovic with a screen. Here's Blake. They get it back. And it's Pekovic missing. Detroit trails by 10. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Connects from three-point range. Harris has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Blake kicks to Lee. Now the dish to Pekovic. The 8-footer. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
Thompson with it. Here's Drummond. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists in the game. And Philadelphia calls time here.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted. He's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
Weiss is checked in for Detroit. Lowry comes in for Klay Thompson. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Chris Kaman is checked in for Nikola Pekovic. Festus Ezeli comes in for Lee. Shabazz Muhammad's checked in for Wilkins. And Harris subbed in for Steve Blake.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
Ezeli the pass to Harris. 1:49 left in the first half of the game. Here's the screen. Kaman's shot is good.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Lowry, and stolen by Kaman. Now here's Jenkins. Defense is right there. 1:21 left now here in the second. Muhammad dishes to Ezeli. Now Muhammad. Price with the rebound. A shot by Lowry. Wide open. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Now here's Muhammad. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Looking to go inside here. That's a good way to try to chip away at this lead. I mean, it's kind of like in football, the running game. Power that thing into the paint.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Malcolm Thomas is checked in for Twice. Jones comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Iman Shumpert in for Harris. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Barnes is checked in. Now Muhammad after Iman Shumpert missed from long range. Thomas against Harris. Cannot hit. Shumpert with some nice deep. Detroit trails by 6 for the 3. And that one's good. Shumpert's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Great idea to pull up and take the transition 3 there. The D was in position to block his path to the hoop if he took it inside.
Here's Muhammad. For Philadelphia, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And that one falls for Muhammad. Muhammad hits them both.
Timeout call. Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Team Dancers.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
Philadelphia team ball.
Here's Harris. And a great job by Gadik. And so it's a close game.
Let's take them back.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now.
And what a game from Muhammad. 9 points and the 1 steal. Boy, he's been a big contributor in this one.
And it isn't something that they get from him every game, but I tell you what, they got to be loving it today.
Luke Mbamute out there with Xavier Henry. Then there's Andre Drummond. Then it's Thomas. And it's Thompson in at the shooting guard. That's the group for Detroit right now. Here's Thomas following the basket by Kyle Singer.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
That one goes. Count it.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Greg, the play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Now here is Harris. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. There's a whistle, and it goes on Isaiah Thomas. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul.
Here's Blake. He has 6. Begovic with a screen. Foul called that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. Detroit trails by 10. Blake with the steal. He kicks it to Harris. Over in the corner, Lee. From the baseline. And he overshot that one, missing.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Can't get it to go.
And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
Ludacris going in on the verse, cause I never been defeated and I won't stop now. Put your hands up, get them in the sky for the homies that ain't making it, my folks locked down. I never went nowhere, what they saying, Luda's back. Blame it on that, the hood call it Ludic. And I'm on this foolish track, so I spit my foolish flow. My hands go up and down, like go. My verses still be serving, tight like a million. Last time on a college remix, now I'm on the original version. Can't never count me out, y'all better count me in. Got 20 bank accounts, accountants count me in. Make millions every year, the South champion. Cause all I do, all I do is win, 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 no matter what.
Got money on my mind, I can never get it up. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
Swerving in my low, head on the swivel, you know serving me's a no-no. Clean as a whistle as I pull out in my Rolls Royce. Yellow bone passenger, they see it, they say, oh boy. Tell Kelly, back it up, my call me loco. Down for, don't make me pull that. Ask you what you laughing at, represent that mud life. Dirty money, you better get your mud right. We come together holding hands and holler mud life. We all in all black, it's like life. You riding or what? Cause we riding tonight. Now you riding with me cause you wasn't.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get it up. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
Heat in the kitchen, pot on the stove, water getting boiled. Being sold, Snoopy in the hookie, system overload. I've been running this rap game since I was 20 years old. I hung with the worst of them, bust till I burst them up, floss them up, toss them up, harder work, close them up. Pardon me, I'm bossing up, pressure up, bless you, bro, don't mess with us. We like the U in the 80s, back to back, set a track, hit the lick, get it back, get the trick, jump the track. I want my money back, time and time again, while I'm sipping on this. Al Davis said it best, just win, baby, win.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get it up. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there.